Just a bit outside. Tried for the corner and missed. How do they lay off pitches that close? Oh, man. Before we get started with the contest, just shout out to Bob Uecker. Man, it seems like all my baseball heroes have been passing away lately, but Bob was certainly the funniest baseball man ever. One of the funniest guys ever, period. And he will be missed. I loved him so much. He was just so awesome. Everybody in Milwaukee's so lucky to have him for so long, but we all got to enjoy him through TV and movies and Johnny Carson and everything else, you know. But he lived a full life, lived to 90, did everything you could ever hope to do in a lifetime, but still sad when you see this happen. But man, truly one of my heroes. I love the guy, but just wanted to show a couple things. First of all, I've shown this before, but there's the fake 89 Upper Deck. Of course, that Major League movie came out in 89. So there you go, Harry Doyle. Just a reminder, fans coming up in our Die Hard night here at the stadium. Free admission to anyone who was actually alive the last time the Indians won a pennant. Shout out to Warren D and CLE. But here's the 89 Topps fake card of Harry Doyle. Back with St. Louis, he took a tuba from somebody and started shagging flies with the tuba in the outfield, and he ended up, getting dents all in it, and he had to pay. He had to pay for it. And there's a picture on a fake card of that instance. Just super hilarious, man. And then who could forget Mr. Belvedere and the episode where all the All-Stars came on there. The Belvedere Bombers. There he is, right in between a mustachioed Hank Aaron and Mickey Mantle. He was awesome. That was a awesome episode. And then, of course, I've showed this before, but there's my hilarious ad and autograph of the late, great Bob Uecker. So I just wanted to honor him at the beginning of this, just because just sad about it. But I made that static post the other day with the photo, but figured I'd at least talk about it in the video real quick. But 400 subs. So you guys have got to 400 subs. I really, really appreciate it. So we're going to do a giveaway. And I want to do a couple different things, and we'll be at the stage over there to look at that specifics of the giveaway here in a little bit. But for the content creators, I want to do something a little different. And for anybody that's a sub that isn't a content creator, we'll have a different contest, and you guys can just email me. And the content creators, I would like a VR. That's right. Selfishly, not for the reasons you might think, but selfishly just because I want to hear this story. I want to hear all my friends. I want to hear all the colleagues and people here in YouTube that want to participate's story. So I want a VR on your best day at the ballpark. So I have a ton of ballpark memories. I have just lots of great events and things I've been to. But it could be something you went to with your dad or your son, or a great event, a big home run, whatever it is. Just some World Series game that you remember, or something as a kid. Doesn't matter. There's no rules. Just your best day at the ballpark. I would love to hear that story, and for you to show some cards of some guys that were there, and that would be awesome. So today is January, and then we got February 8th is my birthday coming up, so I figure I'll run it through that. I'll turn the big 5-0, believe it or not, and that's when I'll close the contest, and we'll spin a couple wheels for the content creators and the subs that aren't content creators, and see who the winners are going to be. But we'll go over those specifics. But I've been to a lot of things in my life. I've been putting together this binder here of the kind of photos I've been copying and cutting down and slabbing up. But these are the ones I haven't slabbed up. Just lots of pictures I've been putting in binders like this. But here's Sammy when he hit 66, his final home run in '98. The 2004 All-Star Game. There's A-Rod, Sammy, Barry Bonds. Got Big Unit and Clemens pitching there. Just, lots of great memories in the binder and a lot of things I'm going to be putting in here. But the '04 All-Star Game, the '04 Home Run Derby was a big one. Lance Berkman went off in that thing, ended up losing to Tejada. But so many great ballpark memories with my dad, going to spring training in '94. A lot of stuff from that I have pictures of. Cal Ripken. So in '94 we went up to Old Arlington Stadium, and that's 2 stadiums ago for those counting. It shows how old we are getting. But we went to see Cal Ripken. So the Orioles were coming in to play the Rangers. Of course, it was the year after Nolan, so I didn't get to see him up there. But Cal, this is a different at-bat. That's him swinging there, but that's a different at-bat. But in the first pitch I ever saw pitched to Cal Ripken, he hit a home run right past us in left field. So game just started. He finally got up to the plate. He hit a home run on the very first pitch. So one of my best ballpark memories ever. Of course, I was with my dad. You can't beat that. Here's the Nolan Ryan jersey retirement for the Astros there. Picture I took. Mark McGwire in the cage hitting bombs in '98. That was an event if you weren't there back then. Just totally awesome. Randy Johnson coming to the Astros, packing the place out. Tons of great memories. I was there when, for a couple World Series wins. I was there for Barry Bonds hitting number 70. He hit that in Houston. 1997, we finally won the division for the first time, or got into playoffs for the first time since '86. And from my research and someone that's on YouTube's research, it's the last time people were allowed to run on the field after a Major League Baseball game. So I might have been one of the last guys ever to be on the field. We ran down, jumped over the dugouts. It was a peaceful thing, it was just everybody was so happy, confetti just flying all through the air, just amazing time at the ballpark. The 18-inning game with Chris Berg's home run, which I've done a video on, definitely one of the highlights. So many great memories at the ballpark over the years, but I would love to hear about yours. I would love to hear a story and show some cards of your favorite day at the ballpark over the years. And I'll run it through February 8th, and then I'll shut it down, and then we'll figure out who the winner is on this. I'm just giving it a little bit longer than a normal contest because of the VR, to give some people a chance to get in. But please, if you see this video, please share it. Let's get it out to as many people as possible. Let's give everybody a chance to win, and also just to be able to get the stories out there, because you guys are going to enjoy hearing them too. Hear all these guys talk about their best day at the ballpark is going to be super fun. So absolutely love that. And that was something I've been thinking about for a while, and I think the VR is the way to do it, so we can get some of these stories out. That's my favorite kind of videos, when people are telling stories about their favorite experiences. And of course, you show some cards with it just to make it a little more interesting and a little more in the baseball card YouTube situation. But that's it. So I will hop over to the stage and we will talk about the contest. All right, guys, so here we are back at the stage, going ahead with our 400 subscriber giveaway. And we'll do it in 2 stages. So we'll have one for the subscribers that are not content creators, and we'll have one for the content creators that do a VR. Now, if you email me and tell me your favorite day at the ballpark. If you're a content creator or if you're not a content creator, that will put you in this first category. If you do a VR, then that'll put you in the second category. So if you're a content creator but you don't do a VR and you just want to email, no problem, but that'll put you in this first lot of cards to win. But if you do a VR, it'll put you in the second lot. So that's how it'll work. It won't necessarily be a content creator versus non-content creator. It'll just be someone that did a VR versus people that didn't do a VR. So pretty simple. But we are going to give away some graded cards here of guys I love. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 7 different cards that we will give away for anybody that is a non-VR creator. And anybody that wins it, just one person is going to just get all the cards. I'll box them up, send them to you if you win. We'll spin a wheel for each of these lots. Once the contest is up after February 8th, I'll compile everything and do a video on that. So once again, thank you so much for the 400 subscribers. Love you guys. Just a great community. Please, if you see this or come across this, please share this video with anybody and everybody so we can get it out to as most people as possible. Give them a chance to win, but mostly give them a chance to tell their story. I really want to hear the stories of everybody's favorite day at the ballpark. That might be the favorite thing I ever do on YouTube, will be watching those videos. Just precious memories. But the first one we're going to do is Will the Thrill on the triple play nicknames. This is a PSA 8, and believe me, it's pretty much a perfect card. PSA is just putting whatever on these things, but just a gorgeous card. Will the Thrill. PSA 8 is the first card. That holofoil shine there. The second one, I have no idea why it came back this grade, but you got to trust me. This is a super nice card. It's dead centered. It's perfect corners. It's perfect everything. It's a PSA 6 for some reason. There's always a little chipping on the back, and even on the good grades. But one of my favorite cards of all time, the Rookie Sensations Jeff Bagwell in a PSA slab. That'll be the second card. The third card, 2000 SPX SP Excitement, Derek Jeter. Just a gorgeous card, and you can see all the little holofoil squares in the background and such. Really tough insert. PSA 8. This is a low pop. There's not a whole lot of these graded higher than this or graded this. But if you look at it, I mean, it's as sharp as a card. You know, straight out of the pack. Straight out of the pack, perfect. Just a beautiful card of Jeets. And then, of course, 2000 metal, Ken Griffey Jr., heavy metal. Beautiful card. Great holofoil at the bottom. These are impossible to get nice. Super low pop. PSA 8 on that. The front's pretty much perfect, but there's always that little bit of chipping on the back. But heavy metal Griffey. Look at that shine. This next one, 2001 Topps Traded reprint anniversary. There is Cal Ripken Jr. This is a PSA 9. PSA 9 of the reprint of that beautiful card. One of my favorite cards of all time. So we had to get a Ripken in here. We got our Griffey. Got our Bagwell Jeter. Next up, rest in peace. This is a great card. The 91 Leaf Gold Rookies Record Steal, Ricky Henderson in a PSA 9. And these are super tough. Really hard to find mint. If you go out and buy these corners and stuff, they're just always messed up. You're not going to get a 9. So that's a special one. Ricky Henderson, Record Steal, PSA 9. And then you will recognize this card, but we'll do a graded one this time. Really tough card. Nolan Nosbo in a PSA 8. It's about as good as you ever hope to see on this kind of thing, unless you want to spend way big money, because these were in the front of the blister pack, so they were impossible. But there you go. Instead of just getting a raw one, PSA 8, Nolan Nosbo pretty much a perfect card if you look at it. It's really nicely centered, great corners, all that kind of stuff. And then to do a little personal touch, we'll do one of my photographs. This one is 3 of 5. It's a photograph, a different photograph I took of Griffey in the 1994 spring training in Arizona. So me and my dad were there. I got my ball signed. But there is a picture that I took all slabbed up in my slab just for you. And then of course, if you don't have one, of course I'll throw in my card in the pack. So there you go. You got 7 different cards. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 graded cards. Then you got my photo that I took of Ken Griffey Jr. up close and personal. And then, you know, I'll throw in my card, of course, if you don't have one. And that is for all the non-VR creators. So anybody that's a content creator that doesn't want to do VR, totally fine. This is what you'll get. And anybody that emails me and tells me their favorite day at the ballpark, and you'll be eligible to win these cards. And then anybody that does a VR will be eligible to win the next lot. So that is the first one for the 400 subs. Figured we'd do some graded cards this time. Why not? And let me get some of these off the stage. So let's see what we got here. Okay, we'll do it that way. That should work right there. Okay. So for anybody that does a VR and tells me their favorite day at the ballpark, tells the story, shows some cards, they will be eligible for this prize. And I'm going to throw in a couple extras, but we'll do a little extra here of the lenticular card of Griffey hitting his first home run. So Griffey hitting his first home run. Really cool lenticular 3D, kind of a double card, oversized card. Even those individual pictures on there are a little bit bigger than a card. So very cool item. Just have a nice background piece for you. And then we will flank that with the Griffey photo. That'll be 2 of 5. So that's the Griffey photo that I took in spring training of 1994. And then we'll have a gold, we'll have a Dream Team 96 Griffey. Really good gold hollow foil shine, and this one's nice. It's not all beat up. It's a really, really nice copy. Just a beautiful, beautiful card. Just a wonderful, wonderful card there of Griffey. So we will put that in there. Get some of that shine going there a little bit. So we'll have those 3 items, and then the main item. This is a Playing Days Bobby Brown President era mint condition on the sweet spot Ken Griffey Jr. autograph. And yes, it's real. So there you go. That's the main prize. Ken Griffey Jr. Playing Days autograph right on the sweet spot. And then you'll have the background piece with the 3D lenticular. You'll have my photo that I took in 1994, and then the Dream Team with the gold hollow foil. Just a really beautiful card of Griffey. Great image, just great card all around. But that is for anybody that does a VR. You're eligible to get this. So one person will win everything you see here if they do the VR and win, and then one person will win that other lot. So it'll be just 2 winners total. And of course, if you don't have my card, I'll send that along with the package. And of course, I will send this free to anybody anytime they request it by email. I will shoot you off my card for as long as I have the channel. So that's it, guys. So please share this. I would love to see your VRs, just talking about your favorite day at the ballpark in your life. And if it's hard to choose, just pick one. Just be I just want to hear the stories. It just want to hear you guys' stories, man. It's just awesome to be able to hear your friends talk about something that brought them a lot of joy in life. So as Euchre and Henderson and all these other people, and even Mauricio in our community, just, you know, life is short, guys. Let's try to lift each other up. Let's try to enjoy it. And I'd love to hear your story and a great day at the ballpark. It just warms my heart just thinking about it. It's the only reason I'm doing this VR, really, is just I want to hear you guys' stories. But I will give this stuff away, and I hope you enjoy this stuff. I hope we have fun doing this. But I'll run it through February 8th. I'll put an email in the description of this just in case you want to just email and tell me your story about the best day at the ballpark instead of doing a VR. Totally fine. Just be eligible for the other graded cards instead of this lot with the Griffey Playing Days autograph. So that's it, guys. Look forward to hearing from you. Look forward to watching some of these videos. Once again, I really appreciate all the subs, and 400 subs we will celebrate here. So once again, thank you so much, and I appreciate everything you do. Comments, likes, subscribes, everything. What a great community. I really appreciate it. And until next time, we will see you. Thanks, guys.